Siddur Snippet series is generously sponsored by the Saka family and sponsored as well by Yelin and Avram Forman. We are on the 16th bracha of the Amida, the bracha of Shema Koleinu Hashem Elokeinu. Rav Chaim Freelander, the Mashgiach, pointed out, not Shema Tfilaseinu. We don't ask Hashem to hear our prayers. We ask Him to hear our voice. Even if we are unworthy, even if we are unable to articulate, we're unable to eloquently communicate what it is we need, Hashem, hear our voice, our genuine, sincere, from the depth of our being. Shema Koleinu, hear our voice. Where we last left off was reading the Yaros Dvash of Yonasan Eibshitz, who has been telling us the significance of this bracha. Each of the brachas is critical and significant. Each of the bracha we have the opportunity to add our own words, whether it's for Das, we need help writing a Shabbos Shuvah drasha, whether it's for Rafa'enu, someone needs the healing, needs health, whether it's Baruch Aleinu, someone needs Parnasa, in each of the brachas. But Shema Koleinu is the catch-all, the universal, we can put whatever we need. Rabbi Yonasan Eibshitz tells us, Yispalel B'Lshono, Hashem speaks whatever language you speak. Put it in your own words, We read last week about the stones in which were engraved the Torah that sat on the boundary, on the border of Israel. When you cross the Yarden, Kilu, the mezuzah of Eretz Yisrael. 70 languages the Torah was translated into there. Why? Why 70 language? Because Torah is accessible. Torah speaks to every generation, every time. It has its own vocabulary. It's able to reach people. Bil Shono, obviously the ideal is Lashon HaKodesh Hebrew, but Hashem understands. So Shema Koleinu, don't just deliver that card where you didn't write in your own words in your own handwriting. Deliver Hashem a message in your own handwriting. Continues Rabbi Yonasan. And through this tefillah, Hashem will hear our voices, and we will accomplish a goal. It's not to suggest the other tefillos are not with kavana. Certainly now that we've covered them in siddur snippets, we can all have the proper kavana. But it means even if our mind wanders, Tzemach David, the Davidic dynasty, is not the forefront of our mind. The monarchy and Mashiach. Even if Elam Hashinim is not the forefront of our mind. But it means that even if our mind wanders, we struggle to connect to the Hebrew, to the language of the other brachos. Says Rabbi Yonasan Eibshitz, when it comes to Shema Koleinu, because this bracha we're going to insert, we're going to include from the bottom of our hearts our own language, so at least one bracha we're going to have bekavana. Because the rest of the Amida, have you ever found yourself at the end of the Amida, you're bowing at Modim and you don't remember how you got there? You're taking 3 steps back at the end of Shema Koleinu and you don't remember taking the 3 steps forward? You're not sure what happened? We're zombies, we're on autopilot. You press go in the beginning of Shemona Esrei and the best ideas come. The best idea. It's a great article. It's going to be a great drasha. I have to call these 3 people back. I should really do that. This is really a solution to this dilemma. The best ideas come during the Amida. But that's not when the best ideas are supposed to come. We're supposed to be focused on the Amida. And the challenge is, mitzvahs anashim elamuda, we are on autopilot. We press go, and we feel like we're all the way at the end before we realize we were saying anything. Shema Koleinu, of course, we're working to improve that. We're not conceding. We're not giving in. We're working to improve it. But at least one bracha, right? To be honest, and Eibshitz, Shema Koleinu, because it's our own language, and because Shema Koleinu should reflect our agenda of the day. Look at your schedule and calendar before. A lot of people would suggest don't open up your smartphone before davening. Don't look at your calendar or your agenda. And generally that's a good idea. Don't look at the things that'll be a distraction. But look at your calendar for the day. Whatever's on tap that day goes into Shema Koleinu. Goes into Shema Koleinu. Hashem, help me with that meeting, help me with that appointment, help me that flight be on time, help me that I get a good result, help me do well in the test, help me, whatever is on agenda for the day, that's Shema Koleinu. Thinking about it, Shema Koleinu. If every day we daven for something new, what we need, there are no 2 days that are the same. There are no 2 Amidas that are the same. Who we are, what we need, what's happening in our life between Shacharis and Mincha, even between Mincha and Marav. We have new things to add, new things to think about. וגם מסעד התפילה שלו בפיו, אם כן, לזה צריך כוונה ודאי, ואי אפשר להספלל בלי כוונה מיוחדת. אם כן, יוצא ידי תפילה גמורה, כי זהו העיקר. התפילה באה מעמקי הלב. תכסב ממעמקים קרסיך, היינו מעמקי הלב. So davening has to come from the depth of our heart. It has to be genuine, it has to be real, it has to be authentic. How is it real? When it relates to the reality of our life. So when we author our own tefillah, it's Kilu Anshe Knesset Gedola, the men of the Great Assembly invite us to be their co-authors. They invite us to partner with them in the authorship of the Amida. Their contribution are the brachas the way we have them, the 19 brachas. Our contribution as co-authors of each Amida Shema Koleinu. Insert, reflect what's happening, the agenda of that day. And so even if we're unsuccessful in the other brachas, that we're not giving up, at least one bracha we know we're not on autopilot. We're making relative, we're making related to what's going on in our lives. Rak there are so many things going on in our lives, and so many things that we think we're in charge, we're in control, we influence, we take initiative, but in the end of the day, we submit and we surrender to Hashem. In the end of the day, we recognize, as the Gemara in Chulin Daf Zayin says, that a person can't point their finger without HaKadosh Baruch Hu giving the okay. There are no coincidences, nothing random, nothing chance. It's all from above. Rabbi Yonasan goes on. We don't generally, in Siddur Snippets, read such a long commentary, but we're going to complete it next time, because hearing his words are very powerful. The power of Shema Koleinu, the privilege of Shema Koleinu, the opportunity and invitation of Shema Koleinu, to be partners with Anshe Knesset Gadola, and to be the compass to navigate our day. It elevates davening, it empowers and enriches davening, it makes it so real. I'm not just saying words that were written thousands of years ago, I'm authoring my own words connected to what I'm going through in my time. None of us have a day. There's no part of a day, not the beginning, the middle, of the end, where we can't identify something that we need Hashem's help. Driving home from shul, stopping at only one slushie, not also having a pastry with it. Every one of us, we need to ask Hashem for help. We're giving a shir tonight. We want it to go smoothly, we want it to go well. May people come, let the rain not open up, let the parking lot not flood. There's 1,000,001 things that we can insert. Whatever's going, that's what makes it real. That's what shows Him that we know He's real. Let's take advantage of each and every Shema Koleinu.